All right, boys, buckle up. Let's party. This is going to be fun. Everyone's a loser. Everybody's broke. It's a great way to start a Saturday. Anyways, this dude right here, this one was rich. If you're new here, welcome. Okay. I'm apologize in advance. I'm a bit depressed today. A little bit of heartbreak in my life. But I'll save that for the end of the video. For my regular viewers, I'll fill you in on what happened with that. But I'm doing my best to keep this entertaining for you guys. So this dude's great. This guy's name is Big Ward the Genius. And this video goes, if under $10,000 is broke. We're going to get to him in a little bit, but he actually made a lot of sense. 38. We'll double back to him in a little bit. I just thought that was kind of funny. Oh, this girl was great. It goes, get a real job, beautiful. Yeah, loser.
I make $38 an hour. What does what I make have to do with what the gas prices are? Most people don't make what I make, and I still look at it and go, what the fuck is going on? I'd like to save my money, pumpkin, and not put it all in my fucking car. These answers to gas infuriate me. I do well, yes, but even making $20 an hour, that used to be a good salary, but now it's not. You know.
Now it's a joke, literally. Oh yeah, I also want to apologize if I might have like a black eye. I got a door swung right open, just whacked me in the face. I'll tell you about that at the end. So not only is my heart hurt and my soul, but also my face is in pain. Unreal. Sorry, I just forgot to clarify that, just in case you're like, what's wrong with your nose?
You know why? Because of fucking inflation. It's because of Biden. No, let me correct that. It's because of fucking Obama.
This is what I'm
Why? What? Who is it now? She just kept blaming people. That's the best.
struggling with in America right now in my 20s. Why is everything so expensive? Why am I making more money waitressing than I would make using my college degree? I barely have a life. I have 2 days off and I work Wednesday to Sunday, doubling just to pay my bills.
Okay, so real quick, if you never worked in the restaurant business before, basically what she said is she works 5 12-hour days straight. And it is crazy. I worked in the restaurant business a long time. It is funny that how many people there have college degrees but make more money bartending or waiting tables than a real job. I know. It's awesome. God bless America, right?
At 22 years old, all of my bills are in my name. I have no help. How are y'all affording housing? Bullshit. Bullshit. How are y'all getting insurance, going to the doctor, getting medicine? And then some of us are trying to be TikTok influencers. Who knows where that's going to get me? Me and my boyfriend are saving, but we barely see each other during the week, and it feels like we're working our asses off for nothing.
Yeah, and to answer her question, a lot of people are living together or their parents help them out. You'd be shocked at how many like 30-year-old adults parents pay for some of their bills. I'm not saying it's like I wouldn't want to say it's more than not, if that makes sense, but you'd be shocked. Guys, right? Literally. You guys would be, it's actually a lot. Anyways, if you're new here, I'd like to read some of you guys' comments from previous videos. Keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fresh. This person goes, the crash actually happened in 2008. It's all artificially propped up. Yeah, I think it's just always been propped up, right? Or maybe not. It used to be good. And then you hear people go, it used to be so good. And then you hear other people like, oh, it was so hard in my day. And I'm like, I don't think it's ever going to be easy. Like, I've just kind of come to that conclusion. This dude, Brandon Kessler, he goes, the recession slash depression is silent, but the economy is extremely loud. Wow. Prices are elevated, but forgot to tell the wages to elevate as well. Classic. This guy too. He goes, I went to college and got my degree, a BS, because I used my GI Bill. Didn't go all the way, but what I wanted him to say was, I went to college and now I wait tables. Awesome. So this is back to the dude in the beginning, Big Ward, where he's talking about if you don't have 10 grand, you're broke. This is where this all circles back around. Now we're going to get deep here, okay? We're going to get deep.
Checking account balance were to ever get beneath 4,000, like that is when I would start to.
Are we not all collectively living paycheck to paycheck, or is it that just me?
Okay, so in that chick's head, all right, So, this dude, Big Ward the Genius, I'll put his channel link below. I actually like the guy. He's super cool. He's like kind of old school pimp almost, you know what I mean? Kind of just, he's like, yeah, you know? I like him. But he was saying, you know, if you are a certain age, like in my eyes, if you're 25 or to 30, he was saying if you don't have 10 grand, you're broke. Like 10 grand needs to be your new zero, your bottom line. And it's kind of funny because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, I know a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of us have money saved. I get that. But let's think about it this way. Most people don't even have this 10 grand. And other people are living like that chick just said, paycheck to paycheck. She's like, you have $4,000 in your bank account? You're rich. Anyways, let's let this guy talk. He starts talking about like Social Security and stuff. I'm not going to play the whole video. But this is kind of where he was going with it.
Retirements and pensions and Social Security and all those type of things, right? And about how it's a possibility, which ain't no possibility, it ain't gonna be none. In probably about 20 to 30 years, the Social Security gonna be gone. And people, you've been paying all that money to, you know, thinking you're gonna have some money to fall back on retirement. And people my age and younger, you might be out of luck. So that got me to thinking, right? We're gonna have to depend on having our own money.
Okay, so that's basically what he meant. Is basically like, yeah, do the 401k, sure, do all that. If you got a pension, fucking good for you. Seriously. But like this comment right here, he goes, pension? Question mark? What? He goes, my dad worked for a company for 40 years. 1 year before he retired, the union voted to cut his retirement earnings by 40%. Nothing he could do about it. All right. So basically what he's saying is how many of us are like actually building our own, like, you know, you got a bank account at Bank of America, right? You got your retirement account with some other fucking bank. You probably don't even know the name of it, you know, but how many people have their own thing? Like, for instance, my name's Jack Morgan, so I've got the Bank of Jack Morgan, right? Okay. That's basically what he's saying. And I agree with him. And he says in the video, the older you get, that baseline needs to raise with it. Because if you're 40 years old, don't take any offense to this, and you ain't got 10 grand to your name, good fucking luck. That's all I'm going to say. Everybody wants to live in the moment. I get it. I'm cool. Take a hit, all right? Metaphorically speaking. I like to have a good time too. But let's be realistic here. When we turn 60 and we still feel good and we ain't got no motherfucking money, I don't know. They go, oh, well, nobody's having kids no one's having kids anymore to take the jobs in the future. And it's like, well, good, because all these 65-year-olds are going to need work. I hate to joke like that, but that's kind of where it looks like it's going. Now this chick's raised the bar. And this is more of my mindset with how much money you should have.
I don't know why, but someone told me 20K is like the minimum to have saved in your savings account or your high yield savings account. Again, like, what is that? Should I get one of those? Everyone says you should get one of those. Anyways, $20,000, like your buffer, what you should have. It probably used to be less, but it's 2024, so. And then I do want to save for a house at some point. And then if I'm going to Europe, we need to save for Europe.
I think it's me. I'm the loser who's never been to Europe. I get it. But what I'm saying is, and I also apologize, I am just off today, man. I'll talk about the end of the video, but I am just like mentally fucked up today. But good news is my bank account's doing fine. Bank accounts, not to brag, I'm just like, it can be done, is all I'm saying. And this is more my thoughts, because I'm in my mid-30s now. Like, if you're in your 30s, 20K, that is like baseline, dude. I hate to tell you this, sugar. Okay? I hate to tell you that. I know I'm a little bit depressing today, but that's for real. And maybe you need to hear that. And if you're somebody who's fully loaded, go ahead and just say, fuck you guys, I'm rich, bitch. You know, brag about it. Go ahead. You should be proud of yourself.
But yeah, the baseline being 20K, just always having that. That's my goal.
All right, so we're going to switch gears here a little bit. All right, this is kind of my prediction on what's going to happen with all these crazy car payments. All right, so take some notes here.
Major hot take alert, but the cool girls are whipping their old beaters this summer. The cool girls are pulling up.
I make almost $200,000 a year.
Yeah, not just the cool girls. Smart people are driving the paid off car. Yeah, with the cloth interior. Yay. Okay? Like this person, $200,000 a year. She's a lawyer.
As a lawyer, and I drive a used 14-year-old vehicle. Here's why.
Because it's smart. Hold on, I'm not done yet. I'm going to tell you my hot take in a minute here. Let's let these little sugar things, these little mousy little mamas go off real quick.
Funny story you say this because I dated a guy a few years.
The comment says, people would rather have an expensive car than 20 grand plus in a savings account. Shaking my head. Emoji face guy.
Years ago that had a car that cost $100,000 or $200,000.
All right, that's a huge difference. Which one was it?
But didn't have a savings account. I, on the other hand, drove my Toyota Corolla fully paid off, and I had a savings account. If I wanted to, I could have bought his car and much more and a house. But I didn't because I like to save my money. Anyways, long story short, that relationship didn't last because I need to be with someone that's financially intelligent. I don't care if a man or a woman is driving a POS car, a hoopty. If they have a really great savings, investments, properties, and they're smart with their money, I like you, honey.
Wow, looks like I might need to meet that girl because, yeah, my relationship ended simply because of my mouth on the internet. It's classic. I'm so sorry. I've been trying to, the past like 3 or 4 days, I've just been, you go look at this guy. He's crying. Loser. Anyways, this one goes, Matthew goes, the cost of living is great. $100 bill is what a $20 bill would get you 5 years ago. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, Patreon member, my guy. He goes, living in a van down by the river is now a luxury. Classic. Well, here's my hot take on the cars, all right? So back in like 2008, a lot of people lost their homes because of bad loans, okay? Now, I'm curious to see if the same shit happens with everybody's car that most of them cannot afford. I'm not saying you can't afford your car. I'm not saying that. But there's a high probability the guy right next to you cannot. Yeah. So anyways, keep this party moving. That's just my crazy take. I'm wondering how many people are going to, But anyways, let's switch gears again. We're going to change gears here, okay? This is more about like all the businesses that are closing down, all the big corporate conglomerates that are just shutting their doors. But we're going to start off with TikTok first. This guy makes a good point.
Motherfuckers coming on here talking about, oh, TikTok get banned, I'll just go somewhere else. It's not that serious. Where the fuck am I going to make $11,000 in 2 months at? Selling dog food? It's real money on this motherfucking app. Y'all talk about this, let the shit go. Fuck y'all.
We are seeing.
Okay, so think about that. $5,500 a month, pretty good money. And I know, like, everyone needs to make $100,000 now to survive. I get that, but still, like, he's got a point because what my boy right here, Michael Bordineros, is about to tell us, people are making substantially less than that, and they might lose their job. And the whole thing with the TikTok that I don't understand is it's like, I'm like, so let me get this straight. People are actually making enough to have a decent living and contribute into the economy. Conspiracy theory here. Yeah, let's just pull the plug on all that. So that these people can no longer afford shit, right? But it gets even better because what he's about to say, people are going to lose their jobs making less than that.
Fast food stores and retail stores closing by the hundreds right now. And my simpleton thought is, well, if the economy is doing well, then stores should be opening, not closing, right? I mean, that's pretty simple to think. In fact, Walmart just announced more store closures for 2024. And Walmart is not alone, guys, okay?
Think about it. I know nobody wants to work at Walmart, but is providing them money. You get what I mean? Like, same shit with TikTok. So things aren't looking too good.
Macy's, they're going to be closing 150 stores this year. Kohl's, instead of closing stores, they're trying to have other stores within Kohl's to help pay the bills because things aren't going too good for them. And you have Dollar Tree.
Even big conglomerates, even big retail stores are trying to get roommates. That's beautiful. You almost gotta admire that. Unreal.
And Family Dollar announcing that they're going to be closing 1,000 stores this year in 2024. That is massive, guys. To have 1,000 stores just evaporate in 1 year just like that is kind of insane. And the dollar store...
Even the dollar store, a dollar is not, you can't even buy a dollar for a dollar. Anyways, the dollar store makes sense. I don't even know how the fuck they ever stayed in business, to be real with you. This guy goes, think about it, Jack. We're switching gears again here, okay? This guy goes, think about it, Jack. Fertility rates are going down, yet the borders are wide open. This guy's pretty good, actually. He goes, this tells me that those that are in power don't want generations of Americans. They'd rather have newcomers and first-generation Americans because they are hungrier, work harder, and they work for less money, and they're coming with their own children. But most likely they will work for pennies on the dollar. Cat Williams isn't crazy. Yeah, great point. Because, I made a whole video on why people don't even want to bother working anymore. It's because it's like there's no payoff. But that dude had an excellent point. Think about all the cats coming in that will work for nothing. Yeah, it's genius. I love it. God bless America. His name was my name too. Wish I was in a better mood. But yeah, this girl's feeling not wanting a kid. This is classic. This is a great brag right here. Great flex.
Not to brag or anything, but like, what a time to be childless, you know? I don't know.
Poor people.
It's sad because I do want a family. That would require a girlfriend, or a boyfriend. Depends which way you go. Gay is good. I get it. I actually got to say, this girl right here is kind of a genius. I'm not going to front. She's actually pretty funny. Let's hear her out. Poor people work the system. Love it.
People work the system. Take, for example, me. I don't make the money that I used to make. I'm no longer relevant. I'm poor. And so I decided, Casey, you're a genius. Unnoticed, but you're a genius. So I was like, Casey, why don't you go get a job that does the Botox? It's for free. So now I'm good. And then I decided, Casey, don't limit yourself. You're a smart girl. You also like pasta. So now I'm gonna go get like an additional part-time job or something at an Italian restaurant. So unlimited Botox and raviolis for me.
You almost kind of gotta admire that. I know Botox is completely unnecessary. I actually feel bad for some of these women out here who think they really need to do all that. It's kind of weird if you think about it. But it was kind of genius. I know that was just all a joke, kind of. But the only thing that sucks at working at a restaurant is you actually usually don't get free food. You got to pay for it. Well, I mean, she was a relatively attractive woman, so she'll probably get free shit from the chef. What was I thinking?
America is fucked up when you have Americans that would rather leave America than be on this dumpster fire.
We literally have white people migrating from America to Mexico, to Puerto Rico, to Spain, to Italy, any other place. Any place that's not America.
Our mortgage payment.
Yeah, and why are they doing it? Because we can't even afford America anymore. I actually heard we brought this up before. It was like, someone said this was great. He's like, so if I leave America and come back as an immigrant, will I still get those perks? But, great point. But this is another reason too. Let's get deep here, okay? Let's not get too crazy. But this is why people are leaving. I'm sure you guys already understand, but Let's dive into it.
Is going up almost $200 between tax.
I've been talking to a lot of people saying that you shouldn't be renting, you should have a mortgage because your mortgage is going to stay the same and it's going to be less than if you rent and blah, blah, blah. That's not necessarily true with property taxes and homeowners insurance and who knows what else. Your mortgage will go up, your rent's going to go up. Living in the States in this day and age is just plain expensive.
Yeah. This guy, Matt Bowler, another Patreon member, my man, he goes, it's not just America who will own nothing and be happy. It's the entire world. All right. So here's where I'm going to go with this shit about a lot of people can't even afford a home, okay? Right? Most of us, okay? But here's the problem with renting, right? This chick, this is from Australia. It's even worse out there, but I'm going to leave the link to this video down below. It's pretty trippy shit, but I'll give you the cliff notes here. So this chick rents, has a very, very stable job, had the same job forever, makes good money. And she's about to be homeless because they're not re-signing her rental agreement. And guess what? There's nowhere for her to rent. Yeah. So that's the one downside to not owning the property. Even if it is slightly expensive, at least you know you could stay there as long as you're paying the property taxes and your bills. That's the one downside to that. But then there's the catch-22. He was like, I can't even afford a crib. It's classic. It's beautiful. Honestly, I love it. And things are going great. I'm having a great time. I really am. Just all alone in the world and just worried about being able to sleep in the house. That's awesome. Yeah, it's fucking pathetic. I feel like I'm really blowing this video today. Oh well. Upward and onward. The show must continue. Yeah, so back to the whole, like, all of us white people, the great white north, everybody's leaving the States. You know, obviously you go to Australia or England or some shit, it's just going to be the same thing. Probably worse. Canada, forget it. My Maple Leaf Bandits out there, shit. I'll pray for y'all, man. Take a hit for real, you know what I mean? But like Bangkok's a big one. I actually know a guy who lives in Bangkok. He filled me in on some shit. I'm plug him in. But this is why. This is what your American dollar can get you. Check out this fucking place. Just wait for it. Wait until you see what $750 a month gets you in Bangkok. It's unreal. And I'm going to play it right now.
I'm paying 27,000 Thai baht. I think it's $750.
You think it's reasonable?
For Bangkok, no. But compared to my home country, yes, definitely, yeah.
Is there any chance I could get a house tour?
Yes, let's go.
This is unreal. 27k baht.
We have like 3 jacuzzis here.
Oh, these are
3 jacuzzis. Infinity pool. Skyline. Women. Yeah. Yeah. I pay $550 a month for HOA. We do not have jacuzzis. Yeah.
Jacuzzis?
Yeah.
Why do they have 3 jacuzzis? Here's the pool, guys. Wonderful stuff. Bangkok. What are you doing here?
My YouTube setup.
What do you talk about here?
Ask me something.
What do you like most about Bangkok?
In 7-Eleven now.
This is cozy. I mean, it's not the biggest place, but it works.
Small bathroom.
It's got all the essentials. What else can you ask for?
With the queen.
$750 a month. Yeah. Yeah. Makes all the sense in the world.
Queen size bed. Good size here. Leave an affirmation.
Fast food.
So this is my homie Dan, okay? He's the Bangkok Bandit, I call him. But listen to this shit. Get ready for this one.
Food being so expensive. So one of the things I love about living in Bangkok, I walk down to the street in the morning, tons of street vendors. I get an omelet, nice fresh 2-egg omelet over a bed of rice for 98 cents. For $10 a day on street food, you can eat a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Another reason why I packed up and got out of there. Over here, your dollar just stretches further.
Unreal. I know. I got the inside scoop. I'm about to do some traveling myself, now that I'm a free bird. Like I told you in the beginning, sorry about to fill you guys in on what I'm going through. Basically, me and the person that I loved most in this world, we broke up. Not my choice. Not what I wanted. And I honestly did not see it coming. And you go, why'd you guys break up? Because of what I'm doing right now. This is why. Because I talked about my relationship on the internet. Yeah. Yeah. It goes a little deeper than that, but I'm not going to fill you in too much on everything. But I fucked up. And it could have been much worse. I get it. It just, it sucks. It really does. Because I'll never actually, I've been with many women. But I never actually really cared for one, really actually through thick and thin and all that, forever and ever and shit. That was the first time I ever felt that. And now it's gone. And I'm just sitting here empty. Oh, America's broken and so am I. But yeah, that's where that is. And I don't need, it's okay. I'll be fine. The show's got to go on. I didn't even do anything all week. It's only been like 4 or 5 days now, but yeah, I guess I'm just having a hard time accepting it. And I disrespected her, and I disrespected her parents. I didn't do anything like crazy malicious, nothing like that. It was just simply me talking about it on the show here. That's it. That's what it was. It just kind of sucks because you could, for one, I got all of you guys, like, look at this, like all these donations. Like, thank you, Philip, for $10, and Foley for $2, and however you say this person's name for $10, and I've got a full-time career on the internet that could get taken from me at any moment, just like my woman did. Not to make a joke, but you could have, it's like, you can't have everything you want. Or at least I can't. Maybe you can. Maybe it's just me. It just sucks. It just does. Like, life's already hard enough. And I'm only doing this because this is like, obviously playing it safe just doesn't seem to cut it anymore. And, it's crazy. It's so, anyways, hell of a talk, and I think I might start crying, so shout out to all my Patreon members. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. You guys leave your thoughts on everything. Sorry for being so depressing this video, but yeah, it's just, the hurt's so deep. Good talk.